Hey guys, I'm Sarah. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about friendships and dealing with chronic illnesses while trying to maintain relationships. And I am not good at talking in the camera, so I wrote down in my journal what things I want to say in this video, and I think I'll address more in another video, of course. But yeah, I just want to read my journal a little bit. People don't talk about this enough. How chronic illnesses doesn't just affect your body, it affects your relationships. When I was a teenager, I had a lot of friends. We were laughing, we had good times, we spend time with each other. But when my illnesses got worse, because I've always been dealing with illnesses, but my illnesses got worse when I was 16, 17. So I had to switch to homeschool. All my friends stopped talking to me, everyone except one. And that is my girl, that's my sister. Her name is Tiff. She is literally my rock throughout the years, and I love her so much. But with these friends, I didn't even do anything wrong, but it just felt like I did at that moment. Like, I was so kind and this and that, but the only con was just me being sick, you know. And a lot of my friends, even the ones I called my so-called besties, they even stopped talking to me. So you could understand that not only am I young, I'm dealing with chronic illnesses, and then all my friends stop talking to me. Like, that hurts. And I'm not going to try to get emotional because that is like a sensitive topic. But anyways, being chronically ill changes how you show up in friendships too. So like I don't know, I'm very introverted, but I feel like I was still like, oh, let's go out doing this, or you know, let's do this, or like chatting with them on Facebook or whatever. But I don't know, like I started to feel even worse, and like I couldn't do things the way I used to do things. So trying to contact them on the phone or talk to them was like my only way of like really getting to catch up with my friends. Like I said, for a long time, I blamed myself. I was wondering if I was boring or too distant or just not enough. But the truth is, some people simply don't know how to be friends with things that are inconvenient, like, or that aren't convenient in some type of way, where like a healthy, able-bodied person is. Some people just can't show up for people who are disabled. And that's like the harsh truth of being a disabled person or dealing with chronic illnesses. I saw this and I was like, ooh, clock it. They only knew how to show up for the healthy version of me. Because literally that's the truth. They don't know how to show up for you being sick. But chronic illnesses has taught me an important thing. The right people don't disappear. And that sucks. Like, the hard truth about being chronically ill is that people aren't going to treat you the same or like love on you at all sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was always trying to constantly contact my friends and stuff and trying to be there for them, but like I feel like they abandoned me, and they were just my friends for a season. But it still hurts, and nowadays I'm very closed off from people, and I don't know how to get close to people like that again. I also had another friend, and she was amazing as well, but we stopped being friends because of like personal reasons or whatever. But yeah, like these friends, they really hurt me, and like they really hurt my feelings. And I'm making this video so randomly, but like that stuff still hurts, and that stuff is still here to this day, where it's like I want to make friends or like make new friends, but I'm scared they'll abandon me. And I've told people about my chronic illnesses before in the past, when I was making, not even like past, like recent past, like a few years ago. I was telling people, like, I was telling certain individuals, like, I deal with, chronic illnesses. So, I might go to bed a little early, or I'm drowsy and this and that. And slowly but surely, they will stop talking to you. And I do not understand this. It hurts. It hurts to try to make friends and be close with people. So, yeah, that's just my thought process throughout this whole thing. Is just like, how do I... And sorry, I have brain fog. So I'm trying to talk without trying to sound like I'm talking in circles or wandering off into the woods. That's how my brain is like when I'm really drowsy. But yeah, it's just like I'm scared. Because what if they hurt me? What if someone hurts me again? Or what if somebody's like, well, you know what? I just can't be the friend that she needs. And that sucks. That really sucks. Anyways, I'm about to turn off this camera before I start crying. Anyways, bye.